Okay, you guys, I went shopping today, and I was very busy and I didn't have time to go shopping, but I got good deals. I find that this stir-fried works really good for any steak dishes, and I'm going to be doing 2 steak dishes. And this is pretty much low FODMAP because I'm finding I'm not completely following low FODMAP, but I'm following. Like, I'm pretty much getting low FODMAP vegetables, and I'm fine. I have lactose intolerance, folks, but I can take kefir. But kefir, kefir advertises that it's lactose intolerance friendly, and it is, so I can have this. And Brent recommended kefir. The lactose-free milk obviously agrees with me. This is like $6 for all this chicken. So I wanted to get this out. That all of these vegetables are low FODMAP, including the fruit. Meat, almost all meats are low FODMAP. I'm not completely following low FODMAP. My big problems are garlic, onions, and some dairy products. Like, I can take dairy products that are treated for, that are lactose free. And I can take probiotic yogurt too. And if it has a lot of fat in it, that's even more agreeable to me. So anyways, let me go ahead and put this away before it all, yeah. I ran out of the lactose-free milk, and I tried non-fat dry milk, and oh boy, did I get bloated and diarrhea and everything. So that's how so I figured out over the past 6 months from just, keeping a food diary and watching everything that I am lactose intolerant. I got to take, I'm lactose intolerant, okay? And I have a problem with garlic and onions, so I'm kind of like modified low FODMAP. Okay, let me go ahead and put this food away. Yeah. So here's what I got. These foods are pretty well low FODMAP. They were out of the Great Value brand of sweet peas, so I got these. You say, are sweet peas low? I don't follow low FODMAP 100%. Because, well, the low FODMAP diet is more about balance than it is about what you can and cannot eat, okay? That's what it is. It's more about balance. So let me go ahead and put this away. Here are my goodies for today. Strawberries, sweet potatoes. They were out of the oranges that I like, so I got some mandarins, which is low FODMAP, so that'll work for me. They were also out of pumpkin seeds, so I said, let me give myself another treat. I know grapes are low FODMAP, so I decided to try grapes. I love grapes, so I'm going to probably have some of this today. Some acorn squash, lemons, lots of green onions, and I deliberately went through them and tried to pick the ones with lots of green on them because the white part is supposed to be bad for us people that have onion and garlic problems, You might say, but your man said you don't have problems with the sugars. I don't get it. I don't get it. All I know, and maybe it's not the sugars. Maybe they're lying to us. I mean, there's so much lying out there. Maybe what we're really reacting to in the garlic and onions is not the sugars, and they're just saying it's the sugars. Maybe it's some other aspect of the garlic and onions. All I know is doing a food diary, I have discovered that I do react to garlic, onions, and milk that hasn't been treated for people with lactose intolerance, okay? So it's possible that there's so much lying going on. You just never know fact from fiction, Okay, all right, tomatoes. This is ginger, garlic, peanuts, eggplant, carrots, green pepper. I'm going to use green pepper for my Spanish rice. Red potatoes for German potato salad. So yeah, here's all the stuff that I got. And so let me just go ahead and put this away. I forgot my eggs and my romaine lettuce for the produce. Let me go ahead and get this in the refrigerator real quick. It was in a hot part of the car. So we'll go ahead and work on that. I'm going to talk about these peanuts I bought. These peanuts, I don't have, on a low FODMAP diet, I do not have a problem with peanuts. See, look at the ingredients here. This is just pure peanuts and sea salt. Now these peanuts, the dry roasted peanuts, they have garlic and onions. Can you see that there? dried garlic. Natural flavor usually means onions. And that's dried onion. So I can tolerate these in small amounts, but I'm going to be phasing into these. I could probably eat larger amounts of this. You might say, well, why in the world did you buy those? Because, well, before I knew I had a problem with garlic and onions, I bought them because they're less calorie. You see, it's 160 calories per serving, whereas this one here is 170. Actually, that's such a small difference. It's not worth it worrying about weight, when this is going to be so much better for my digestive tract. It's not going to upset my stomach. Yeah. The chicken, I'm going to be cutting that up and freezing it, though I don't really have much room in my freezer right now. You might say, you don't have much room, period. Yeah, it's amazing. And it's amazing this only cost me like $170. So that's because I cook everything from scratch. And then this right here, I'm going to be cutting these up and freezing them. You might say, how much room you got in your freezer? Not much. Not much. Look at that. It's pretty packed. Well, part of the problem is I freeze my chicken stock, I freeze my garlic oil, I freeze my lemon juice, and I even freeze my, this is parsley. I don't like to waste. I ended up having to throw out some carrots because I bought too many carrots last time. But I'm pretty good at not wasting stuff. So, yeah. But there's room in here to put in all the frozen green onions. Once I cut those up, they're not going to take up a lot of space. I can stuff them in here, You say, where in the world are you going to put that chicken when you cut it up? There's actually a spot in my refrigerator that's really, really cold towards the back. And, yeah, it's towards the back. Right back there. And I'll make a lot of chicken dishes the next couple days, too. Okay, the last of the groceries. I got plenty of rice because I'm going to be making lots of rice dishes. I'm going to try, I've been working continually on that acorn squash recipe, a German dish with turkey with meatballs. And I've concluded I need to follow that recipe pretty close. It says to use breadcrumbs from real bread. And I've been trying all sorts of things like rice flour, and it just doesn't work. So I'm going to now try gluten-free classic white bread, which I think will agree with my sensitive stomach or sensitive bowels. And yeah, I looked at the list of ingredients, and this looks like it's pretty good for people that have problems with, my problems. So you're too scared to the low FODMAP diet, folks, is agreeing with me. Okay? It's agreeing with me. That's all I can say. It's working. Now, I'm not sure about the science behind it. Like they claim it's the sugars. And my men say I don't have a problem with sugars. So I've concluded the low FODMAP diet works for me, but maybe they're lying about what causes the illness. Maybe it's not the sugars. Maybe it's another aspect of some of these foods. But they pretty much nailed which foods are causing people problems. You might say, why would they lie about that? Well, I don't know. They lie about so many things. You never know who's telling the truth nowadays. So, I mean, or maybe they're picking the wrong sugars, Who knows? There's so much lying going on nowadays. You never know who's telling the truth. And there's a lot of criminal medicine going on. Anyways, but what's amazing is because I make everything from scratch, like this I use for my milk chocolate, these are all low FODMAP. Yeah, I'm finding this diet agrees with me, okay? I don't follow up completely, like this has got some wheat in it, and you're not supposed to have wheat, but this doesn't bother me, as long as I eat it in moderation. So, yeah. So, cooking from scratch is not that bad. You get kind of used to it after a while. And, it's worth it not to have an upset stomach. So let me go ahead and put this away. Oh, I need to show you how much I spent. Considering how much food I got, this is not bad, There it is, folks. Pretty good deal there, considering all that food. Not bad. And that total there includes stuff that's not food. I actually spent about 175. So yeah, not bad, huh? I mean, look at all this food that I got for that amount of money, not bad. And grocery prices, unfortunately, are going up a little bit. So here's my game plan for today to help me save money. All these green onions, I'm going to wash them and cut them up and freeze them, okay? The chicken in here, I'm going to take the skins off, separate the legs from the thighs. I only spent about this is like a 10-pound bag of chicken thighs and legs, chicken quarters. And then I'll put them in Ziploc bags and freeze them, or start cooking them right away. The other thing I had to do is the carrots. I need to get the carrots and wrap them in bubble wrap. I'm going to wash all the romaine lettuce leaves and put them in Ziploc bags wrapped with paper towels. I'm going to slice the ginger and freeze it. The garlic I already put in a brown paper bag. The potatoes went in brown paper bags, and the acorn squash went in brown paper bags. I'm going to treat myself to grapes today for a treat. I haven't had breakfast yet, so yeah, I'm kind of hungry. So basically, I prepare the food right away and make sure that I preserve it. What else is there? And another thing that I do is probably within a week, I'm going to squeeze these lemons and freeze them in ice cube trays. So yeah, so I'm pretty good at saving my food to make sure I don't waste. The only thing that got wasted from the last grocery visit was didn't use some of the carrots and they got moldy and I had to throw them out. About maybe 5 or 6 of them. But that happens. And I had to throw out about 2 cups of non-fat dry milk because, yeah, it just didn't agree with me, so I threw it out. That can't be helped, you know. But other than that, I haven't wasted anything. So I'm doing really good. Oh, with this bread here, I'm going to freeze the bread too, but I don't need to freeze it right away. Yeah, I'm going to freeze that. So let me go ahead and put this away. Yeah, you can freeze bread. Bread freezes really well. So yeah, if I had a bigger freezer, it would be really helpful. But you know, you got to make do with what you have. So.